Hello, everyone. This is Pastor George here with today's Bible study recap. And today in Bible study, we looked at Judges 17. And you'll notice, for those of you who've been following us along, that Judges 17 is the first chapter we've had in a really long time where there is no judge, right? Samson is the last judge. We finished him last week, and now we're in a period of no judges. And you actually finish the book that way. There are no more judges in the book of Judges. The very next one we get is Samuel. Now, who's in his own books. But this story shows kind of the general theme of the book of Judges, which is the continual decline of the people of Israel from following what they should be doing with the first judges to where they've ended up now. And you'll notice that this story is the story of Micah and the Levite. Micah is a guy who is from the tribe of Ephraim, and he uses this stolen silver that he had returned to his mom, right? His mom gives it back to him, and they use it to build and make idols and shrine and all these type of things. And you'll notice that no one in this narrative questions anything that's going on, right? Everyone thinks this is normal. In fact, they use the name of the Lord to kind of, baptize, that's what I would call it, their decision, right? And they realize that this is just what was normal, is that people would think that this is how God was supposed to be worshipped, right? He was worshipped as one God among many, and you made idols to him, and you could appoint people as priests the way the pagans did, and things like that. And all of this goes completely unchallenged in the narrative, right? No one's here to say, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. No one cares. And this shows how far Israel has fallen, right? They start off with being warned to not follow in these ways, right? That's what the book of Joshua is about and the beginning of the book of Judges. But despite that, they do it anyway, right? They forget the Lord. They continue to worship idols, and everything goes downhill. And so Micah sets up this shrine. He appoints one of his sons as a priest, which he shouldn't be doing, right? That's not how priests are made in the religion, right? It's only supposed to be for the tribe of Levi and things like that, but he's acting more like the Canaanites and the other groups around them would act when it comes to how you would make priests. But then a Levite enters the situation, right? There's a young guy who's traveling around. He's not officially a priest, but he's from the tribe of Levi, and so he's going to different places. He's from Bethlehem in Judah, and he comes to where Micah is living, and Micah takes him and makes him his new priest. And he does this not in order to fulfill the law, right, but for superstitious reasons. The chapter ends with Micah saying, hey, now I know my house is going to be blessed because I made a Levite as a priest. It's this superstitious idea, right? This kid, this guy, probably like late teens, early 20s or whatever, isn't that interested in doing things by the book or doing the way the things that are required, right? Because he has a whole he's serving these metal images, right? That should be obvious to anyone who knows the law, like him, but he doesn't. So he's doing everything. Like, everyone is off the rails here, right? But they're all being motivated by, they're not knowing who the Lord is. They're motivated by selfish reasons. They don't care what the law has to say or have even bothered to pass it down, so they don't even know what it has to say. And all of this ends up being kind of a problem, and we're going to see that as we go into next week. But one of the things that I ended with, and is important for us to think about as we read this story, is where are we acting like these people, right? Hopefully we never fall far enough to be this far gone, but all of us have made things idols. All of us have believed that God desires to be worshipped in one sort of way when it's not, or we can end up turning worship about what we want and our own blessing rather than what God has designed it for, which is praising him, glorifying him. And we talked a little bit about how that works in some churches today. But the important thing to note is that we are not that different, right? We can sometimes think, well, we have everything figured out. We don't. And it's only due to us reminding ourselves of what the Lord has taught and passing those down that we avoid ending up in a judge's situation. So that's what we talked about today, and I will see all of you guys tomorrow for a new thing and Sunday worship. So peace out.